Dr. Kristie Ennis. Today I want to show you the 5 best stretches for the IT band. Now, the first thing to know is that we're not actually going to stretch the IT band, which sounds kind of crazy, but there's a reason for that. The IT band is exactly like it sounds. It's a band of connective tissue. So it doesn't have great elasticity to it, so it doesn't stretch well as it is, and then it actually takes hundreds of pounds of force to make any change in that darn thing. So a lot of times I see people try to stretch it or they try to roll it, and they end up bruised, sore, and really not any better than they were when they first started. So we're gonna avoid the pain, yay, which is always a good thing. And I'm going to show you that what we really want to do is work on those muscles that attach into it. So that lateral part of the quadriceps, the hamstring, this itty bitty muscle called your tensor fascia lata, TFL, and then into the glutes maximus as well a little bit. There are some fibers there. So step number 1 is we want to get some blood flow going so that we can get a more effective stretch. And the best way I have found to do that is a little self-massage. And again, I'm not going to go over that IT band because that's not going to do much for me. So I'm going to go into that quadricep muscle, and you can play around and see which way feels the best. I'm way bumpier going down, so that's the direction I'm going to go in. And I'm going to do each little location until it feels a little less bumpy. And I'm going to get the hamstring in the same manner, the bit in the same way. And the only difference would be that little TFL. I'm going to do a little active trigger point release. So taking the end of the derma edge, kind of dig in right into that muscle, and you'll know you're on the right spot. It's like the 5th pocket muscle. And then doing a little hip flexion until then that spot feels like it's a little less sore and it releases a little bit. So from there, then you can go ahead and go into your stretches. So we're going to start with that little TFL because it's a huge culprit. And we're actually going to stretch into a hip flexor stretch. But the key difference here is that you want that foot directly in front of that knee. That helps to prevent the hip from collapsing. And if it collapses and goes out, you don't actually stretch that TFL. And we want to do that. So I have my handy-dandy stool / chair, whatever you want to call it here, to help with my balance. You can work on your balance, so at the same time, if you look, no hands, don't want to hold on. But from here, I am going to squeeze my butt muscles, do a little pelvic tilt, and then come forward. If I just do this, I'm not stretching out that hip flexor, right? We want to push that hip forward a little bit. And for each of these stretches, shoot for about 30 seconds to a minute, roughly, if you can, a couple times a day. So that's the hip flexor. I'm going to get down on the ground, and we're going to do the outside of the hamstring. So my favorite way to do this is to take a strap, this is my lovely yoga strap, a sheet or a towel, wrap it around the ball of the foot, and then bring that leg up. Try to get the knee relatively straight. It doesn't have to go all the way straight, and it doesn't have to go to your head. And then you're going to take that strap in one hand and bring it over across the body to stretch out that outside part there. And then you should again go, feels good, no pain. It's not no pain, no gain, okay? Gentle is your mantra for these things. So you're gonna bring that leg back. And then to get into the butt / hip, one of my favorite stretches that you guys have probably seen me do before, the figure 4. So crossing one ankle over, hands underneath that thigh, and then bringing that leg up. And again, just kind of relax and enjoy. And then from here, last little stretch is for the quadriceps, the front of that leg muscle. My favorite way to do this is on the side because that can actually help protect my lumbar, that low back, a little bit better. If I bring my bottom knee forward, I'm going to take out that arch in the spine, and I'm going to get a little bit of a better stretch in the quad. So I'm going to grab onto my foot, bring my heel to my butt, and then I can even kind of extend back a little bit with that leg. If you can't reach your foot, by all means, grab onto your pant leg if you're wearing pants. If it's 90 degrees like it is here, and you still can't reach your leg, go ahead and use that same little strap or sheet or towel as you did for the hamstring. So there you go. So starting out with that lovely loosening and blood flow, and then move into those stretches. They don't have to be in any specific order. Just make sure that you do that loosening first and then go ahead into those stretches. So thanks for tuning in today. Check out my website for more info at drkristieennis.com, and follow me on Instagram at Dr. Kristie Ennis. Thanks, guys.